All right, everybody, we are back with episode 2 of season 3 for Peaky Blinders, and all right, that episode 1 was pretty spicy. First things first, we start off with Thomas's and Grace's marriage, which takes place 2 years later from the events of season 2. Now, as for the attendees of that wedding, is not only Tommy's family, but also Grace's as well, who is British Army men. And as you can imagine, that does not really sit well with Tommy's brothers, but of course he wants a great wedding, so he tells them, hey, no fighting, no betting, no cocaine, all these other things after he talks to them in the kitchen. But yeah, they're married. John has another child. Oh my god. But what makes this episode really interesting is that he's working during his wedding, and of course Grace doesn't like the fact that he's actually doing business while they're supposed to be having literally a normal wedding. But you know, Tommy isn't really in the position to say no, especially when it comes to Winston Churchill. And interestingly enough, at his wedding is an attendee, a Russian refugee attendee, who is looking for Thomas to do business. Of course, Tommy notices that he wasn't on the invite list, and he sends over Polly to actually see exactly what he wants. And once she realizes that it's for business, she basically tells him that the time is inappropriate to come back, you know, another time or whatever. And while everybody's getting ready for the party portion of, you know, the wedding, you know, the after wedding, you know, ceremony and stuff like that, Tommy finds Grace in their room, who is clearly annoyed, and rightfully so, about him working while they're supposed to be, you know, having fun at their wedding. And it doesn't help that he's doing all this work while her family is there, you know? And of course he doesn't want a unhappy wife, so what they end up doing is just, you know, trying to get the night better, and they decide to have sex during their dinner, by the way. So while everyone's waiting for them, they're just, you know, enjoying themselves or whatever. But moments later, John comes upstairs to get him, and that's when we learn that he actually has a speech to give. And fast forward to the speech, I now see why Tommy stopped him before he did, because the way that the speech was going, it was very clear that he was going to vaguely mention or just full on mention the unfortunate circumstances that were brought them into, you know, each other's lives again, was the suicide of Grace's husband. So yeah, I now understand that scene a lot more than I did during the reaction. I understood it later after, you know, Tommy explained everything, but yeah, that's for clarity. I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, moving on, Aunt Polly then goes back to, I forgot the Russian refugee's name. It's like Kaladin or something like that. So it starts with a K. And she asks for a code word, because apparently by direction of Winston Churchill, everybody that they come in contact with for business purposes are meant to give them a code name of some sort. And the code name that he gives them is Constantine. But when it comes to actually getting money and stuff like that, well, the money that Tommy is supposed to get from Churchill for a job, it turns out that he doesn't have it, and he has to go to the Duke's niece to get that money. So fast forward a little bit, when Tommy asks the Duke's niece for the code name, and she doesn't give him she doesn't give him Constantine, then that turns into a red flag. And now he, as in Tommy, has to kill the refugee who gave them the wrong code name. According to Churchill, no variations of that code name. Whether or not it's a mistake, it no longer matters. So now he has to kill the refugee for, you know, being a potential security threat. Instead of killing him himself, he sends Arthur to do it for him, and I feel bad. It's very clear that Arthur wants to turn over a new leaf, but of course he can't. So that happened. And while all this is happening, Tommy makes sure that everyone is left busy and it is loud so they don't hear the commotion. So he calls on the races again. He calls the band to play louder music. And, you know, while everyone is having the times of their lives, Arthur is doing pretty much the dirty work. And, you know, Michael is finally exploring, and he's hooking up with one of the girls who wanted to who wanted to try cocaine for the first time. You know, it's a really interesting scene because there's so much happening. It's a really interesting scene, and it was really hectic. It's just everything going on, the parallels between dancing, sex, fighting, all of that going on. So it's really, it was a lot. But at the end of the day, what question this leaves for me is, if they are willing to come to Thomas during his wedding for business, then there's potentially no time that they are willing to come to him for anything. You know, they don't care. So the next time could be a funeral. The next time it could be, you know, he's in the middle of business or whatever the case might be, he has to be available. So it makes me worry a little bit just to see, you know, where this story is potentially going to go. Oh my God, I just realized that my camera is about to die. So I'm going to end the discussion here. We're going to get started with the episode, and yeah. All right, for the Patreon people, we are getting started in 3, 2, 1. I wonder if we're going to see more of Tom Hardy. We didn't see him that much in season 2, so I'm wondering if he's going to actually play a bigger role as the seasons progress, because he didn't go anywhere at the end of season 2. Not that I know of, anyway. Where are you going, Tommy? Are you doing another job? Every time I see him going somewhere alone, I just assume the worst.
What is it you want from a simple working man?
The lot's complete warehouse. Base 4, 5, and 6. Give me the keys to base 6.
It's just old stuff.
What is he smuggling?
Give me the keys to base 6.
I assume he's a smuggler, right?
For your trouble.
Give it to your charity.
Base 6. What is that? Oh, that's the tank that Arthur was referring to in episode 1? Ooh, wee.
What are your people? You said they'd be here by 5.
They're a law unto themselves. Because these odd fellows believe that the time is coming soon when everyone must choose a side.
Last time he chose a side, he got a tooth ripped out of his head.
You will learn that these men are far too grand for the clock to govern them.
He's not used to waiting like this.
The fuck you got?
Did I not make it clear? He said if they weren't here by morning prayers, then the meeting has been cancelled.
Wow.
Mr. Jarvis has been held up at the House of Commons.
So they just wasted his time.
At the House of Lords.
Or they just didn't want to come.
You tell them I've been to the factories, and the armored vehicles are in good condition.
How many?
27.
Jesus
and the
Christ.
foreman is ours.
This is someone you'll meet today at the Ritz.
I have meetings today.
You have one meeting. This one.
They're power
Let's
tripping
catch the
him.
milk train.
It's clear that they're inconveniencing him on purpose. Trying to show them like who's the real boss is, or, you know, that is a huge yard. I would hate to take care of that mess. You know how annoyed I'd be? Imagine spilling it and having to go all the way back.
Gold.
Ooh, new character.
My apologies, sir. I have a list of today's social engagements, if you'd like to hear them.
Oh, are we in a rush today?
I have duties at the main house, sir. You do have one business appointment to discuss automobiles with a Mr. Thomas Shelby, sir.
He's gonna be like, cancel it. Oh, he's gonna do it.
You asked for a meeting out in the open.
We want an explanation.
Well, I'll have
Oh
fucking
boy.
Explanation for what? The Little Venice restaurant in 4th Street was burnt down.
Nah, couldn't have been us. We was at a wedding.
You burnt it down to stop my son being at that same wedding.
It wasn't
Yeah,
just-
Lizzie's man.
Please tell Tommy that we pay him whatever he asked us to pay. We stay out of the city and off the tracks. You tell him from me that my son will walk with any woman in this city, even if that woman works for the Emperor Thomas Shelby.
Sorry.
Oh my God, stop.
It'd be hard for your son to walk anywhere with a bullet in each knee.
Making threats already. I don't think it's a good idea, especially when now with Tommy around. I feel like they're gonna start a war.
You said too much, my friend. Sabine is a suck and swallow, but no. too much.
Clean this fucking shit up. We're not scared of fucking
This wasn't a good idea.
Alright, John.
Stop making enemies right now.
Tommy Shelby in a library.
Need to borrow a book about the Russian
Jesus,
Revolution.
stop shouting.
You got a new wharf at Maida Vale now.
Got a new wharf everywhere
He
now.
has an honest job and everything. I'm so proud for Aveda.
Our trucks.
There was a Russian at your wedding.
What happened to it afterwards?
He was nice. Maybe I'd like to see him again.
Uh-oh.
No, that would not be possible.
What business do you have with the Russians, Tommy?
Can I rip this page out?
No, you cannot rip that page out, property of the people. Tommy, when Arthur took the Russian away, he had his killing pistol under his jacket, and then Johnny lit a fire in the woods.
She pays attention.
Because you're bored, Ada. You used to chase rats with a revolver, Ada.
Oh my
Must have a job
god.
for you after all.
God. Rude ass. Gonna ask about the fire. It's in the papers.
Vincente Drangheta, son. The one Lizzie was stepping out with.
What, Angel?
Well, he heard you threatened him directly to shoot him in the knees, and now he's going round knee chills telling everybody he's going to kill you.
Oh.
We run London. We run the north, run the whole fucking country. What do we care about some fucking nature's green art?
We don't need to be getting involved in all these little piss pots.
Yeah.
He says, apologise.
His pride is too big.
We own the city. But we don't need to rub everybody's noses in it. But we don't want rebellions.
Yeah.
What's Tommy say?
Tommy's busy. He left me in charge.
What would you say?
Compromise. I've asked Lizzie to do it for you. She's going to meet him, break up with him for good, apologise for any inconvenience, say it was all her fault. Calm down and nobody will lose face.
Take his fucking face. How about that?
John, do nothing.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I think we all can agree that John went a little overboard with the whole threats and how he was acting in general.
Have to ask for payment in advance.
Oh,
Can I ask
God.
why? Already Mr. Romanov has 4 outstanding bills with us. Time now, and
That you were in some debt.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Shelby. Before we boarded the ship, my niece sewed 16 diamonds into her velvet dress. And also, she had 2 sapphires in her intimate places. Is already for the killing of the spy and the down payment on future services. Good day, Mr. Shelby.
Season 1 and 2 was all about making allies and deals and stuff like that. But with season 3, I feel like there's nothing like that is being done. It's just enemy after enemy, job after job, and that's that. It's a huge shift this season. Oh, John. This is a bad... Oh, God. John's gonna make this a lot worse than it had to have been. Jeez. And I bet you Tommy doesn't know about any of this. He doesn't know that.
Stay away from Lizzie!
Oh my God.
Of the Peaky fucking
Oh my God.
Got to introduce me, Michael? This is Charlotte Murray. My father makes cars.
He's gonna be like, you were there?
Well, he said that you should call her. There's been some trouble. What trouble?
John?
I'm guessing the stuff she doesn't like to tell me about. John, you caught Angel Changretta. Even though Arthur told you to apologize. Polly told you to compromise. And now I've got an Italian walking around my backyard saying he's going to kill my brother.
Dug the hole deeper, John. What are you gonna be a man about it?
It was just something John said as a joke. And I didn't want to start a war over something John said without meaning it.
If you apologize once, you do it again and again and again, like taking bricks out of the wall of your fucking house. You did the right thing, John. Now we go on the offensive. We take 2 of the Changratzer pubs. We take
Oh,
'em to
God.
Oh, right, for Christ's sake, why?
Hey!
Why?
Why? Because we fucking can! Because we fucking can. And if we can, we do. And if we lift our heel off their necks now, they'll just come at us. Remember, these are the bastards that wanted Danny Whizbang dead.
All right, I'm gonna say it. This is a stupid fucking idea. I do not think this is gonna end well.
Well done.
You're digging a huge ass hole with this shit.
Это все нужно напечатать великому князю Михаилу Михайловичу.
That is a name right there.
И предложить новую дату для обеда. И это мистеру Шелби. Он набрался наглости проверить наши сапфиры, а нам нужно доказательство, что он обладает необходимыми нам материалами. Когда нам убить мистера Шелби?
There it is. I was waiting for some.
Конечно.
So Grace cut her hair. Polly cut her hair. I think Ada also cut her hair. It's a little shorter. It's everybody has the hair to the shoulders now.
Hello? Everyone has said yes. Everyone. I keep having to change the catering.
It sucks because she thinks everything is okay, right? And behind the scenes,
Becoming obsessed.
she has no idea what's happening.
Should I ask you how your day was? Like a good one?
No. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, has a big. I didn't notice how big it was.
You can wear it to the foundation dinner.
That is massive.
Don't you think it's a bit much for a charity dinner?
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of show offy.
Good taste. It's for people that can't afford sapphires.
I love their relationship though. I gotta say, like, I am glad that they are together, but Thomas is in a bad place. Arthur, he's in a good place, but he's being pulled out by Thomas.
We should go to bed.
Oh, he's so conflicted.
I need to go out.
I wonder if she knows what they do. Like, what does she think Arthur does?
But you only just got in.
Won't be long.
It's 10 o'clock. It's pouring with rain.
I'll go and I'll come back.
Start to do your work in the light. You have your own light.
It's just paperwork.
Oh no. God, Arthur. He's gonna, yeah, I feel like he's gonna ruin his relationship with Linda.
We're going to the garrison.
No. I'm going home, John.
Go fuck yourself, Arthur.
Shut up, John. God. What is happening? Oh.
Prenderà il treno da Napoli a Parigi e poi il traghetto a Londra.
E potrà essere qui domenica, così.
Oh boy, a storm is coming for the Shelbys. Oh, look at him. So I assume he's like 2 now, right? 2 years has passed? Yeah, he's like 2.
Got a house, John?
Full of kids.
Well, you got a maid to look after the kids. Yeah, she listens.
Jeez. They just do it anywhere, huh?
Something urgent came up.
There's 2 truckfuls of coppers out there, John. Esme, please, go, now. Please. This is very fucking unusual. Since things changed, John.
Oh, shoot.
She's fucking pregnant!
Oh, God.
The fuck is happening, John? Tell Polly it's Russian business, John.
Oh.
Is he afraid? No. So the Odd Fellows want you to know that any deviation from your instructions will have consequences. You visited your sister. Your sister is a potential security breach. He has connections with the Bolsheviks in London. Visit your sister again and she will die crossing the road.
Mike! My new size.
I'll
be dead, wouldn't I?
He is playing a dangerous ass game.
But when you go home today, Mr. Shelby, be sure to check under your little boy's pillow. We can reach anyone.
Yeah, like the thing is, they need you alive. They do not need anyone else in your family alive. Is there something really there? I don't think he was bluffing. Oh my lord.
You promised, Tommy. I trust you.
Getting out of control. This is why he shouldn't be playing this game of this huge ass power plays right now. He has a child and a wife. I mean, like, he's running things as if he is alone and doesn't have people to take care of. Wow, Polly! Whoa!
Well, I thought I might wear this.
Suddenly I feel incompetent.
I want the portrait to hang in the office, so I wanted to look formal.
It's not formal. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Come to my studio this evening.
I'm busy this evening.
Polly, invite him. Shelby Foundation dinner. Polly's going alone. You're invited.
Ada.
I love her.
And then we shall begin.
Oh, she looks good. Man, they clean up nice. She's gonna wear it. It is beautiful, but ooh, that is flashy. Oh, look at them in their suits. They look good.
A woman of substance.
Sure are. This suits her. Man.
This is the leader of the Birmingham City Council.
Oh.
Hello, Tommy.
Hi, Danny.
How's business?
Right, holding up. How are you?
You know each other?
Tommy helps me get my products to the car makers. Now the party's really started.
There he is.
Father John Hughes from St Mary's Boys Reformatory, and with him is Mr Patrick Jarvis, MP.
I'll introduce myself.
Is Grace gonna fill something off? Oh.
They want to know about ammunition.
And chains for the wheels.
Do we know when the
Stored on the vehicles.
armored car transaction is supposed to happen?
Which is bound for the Turkish army.
And how will you get it
Maybe I missed it.
London train?
There will be a strike that night across the city.
The Duke has sent his niece. She's here. Tomorrow you will take her to the factory and...
He does not like her.
Union conveners are watching the factories.
Anything is possible, Mr. Shelby.
Yeah, they're gonna make him do all the heavy lifting. Now he has to figure out how to clear that out.
Tommy, this is Duchess Tatiana Petrovna.
There she is.
Come on, Tommy, aren't you impressed to meet a real Duchess?
Well, I understand they charge a fee.
Mr. Shelby, you're very direct. Too direct. She was asking about my sapphire. I thought I'd recognized it. She said it was Russian. My husband has business in Russia. Perhaps you know about it, Tatiana.
Well, tonight's not a night for business, eh? For dinner now, Grace.
No, I'm not done pumping people for money.
But this pump for money?
That's what I do every day.
You know each other, do you? You see, I'm in charge of compiling the list of guests, but it's my husband who seems to know all of them.
I hear he's very well connected.
And where does a duchess hear that?
In certain circles.
All right, enough. Lie down.
Diana, you and I will speak later.
I would like that.
He's catching on very, very fast.
Tomorrow was a mistake.
Nevertheless, we will go. Does your wife know that the sapphire she's wearing has been cursed by a gypsy?
What did you say?
Nothing on earth would make me wear it.
Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the loyalty toast to His Majesty, the King. The King! Dinner is served.
Beautiful. You need to take this off.
Finn is already being...
Grace, look at me. Fuck these people. Hey, fuck them. I need you to be alright.
You need to fill her in. That's what you need to do. Oh my God. Oh. There it is. Ooh. God damn. She's just staring. Fucking Duchess just enjoying the show. Arthur with the damn, am I gonna be able to go to bed? I want to watch another one. Oh my God. Okay, so these people, season 3, they just ramped up the drama. You know, it just keeps going up and up and up and up. Like, I don't think there's gonna be a moment where we can actually breathe and just, you know, have one normal event or occasion. It feels like everything is just crashing down around them, and it's not because it's not anyone's fault. It's definitely their fault. It's just, I don't think right now they understand the game that they're playing. They are playing against some very, very, very powerful players, and it's very clear that they've been used to, you know, winning to a degree where they have been coming out on top. But this time, it's just like they're in a different league. They're dealing with royalty. You know, it feels like now they are getting a very, very harsh reality check of how easy it is to get them, to get to their children, their wives, their brothers, their sisters. And it's not helping that they aren't looking to compromise. They aren't looking to admit faults, anything like that. It feels like they are just always in assault mode when they need to understand the game that they're a part of. This isn't their game. I think the issue right now with the Shelbys, I guess technically with John and Tommy in particular, is that they think they are the ones who say go when the game starts. But in reality, the game has already started. They are just minor obstacles to the people that they're dealing with now. Like, they're pawns basically to a bigger person, especially when it comes to Churchill and all these people that are now involved, that are running the Shelby's lives. I'll say it like that because that's what's happening right now. It's not the Shelbys have an upper hand. I don't think they have an upper hand. Like, we're 2 episodes in and everything is just crashing. And I'm glad they didn't shoot Ada, because Ada was right beside Grace, like to the left a little bit. So I'm glad that she wasn't, you know, another victim. But I'm really curious. Like, I don't think that they would kill Grace like that. I hope she's okay. Like, it looked like they shot her like right below the shoulder. It wasn't like right in the heart. So I'm hoping it's just a minor injury, because if not, then it'll be really sad that that's how her character goes out. But you know what? This was a great episode. I enjoyed it. The drama is just picking up. I thought episode 1 was going to be crazy, but they're just kicking it up another notch, and I am nervous. It's very clear that there's a message to be sent to the Shelbys. Now it's just a matter of when they are going to understand the message. When are they going to either back down or find powerful enough allies to help them with whatever situation that they're putting themselves into. And it's really nerve-wracking right now for me personally, is because they already proved that they can get to their son Charles. Since we're following them, we want them to thrive. We want them to be okay and safe and successful. But it's very clear, especially with the actions of John and Tommy surprisingly backing his decisions of flexing his power, it's very clear that they don't understand, you know, the game that they're playing and the repercussions of, you know, testing these people that they have no business testing. I personally think both Arthur and Polly were right. I think they should have just either compromised or apologized. They shouldn't have just wrote it off as, we're powerful. We need to show them who's boss, because if we apologize, they expect us to keep apologizing. And no, I mean, you know, there's a line, and Jon clearly crossed it. There was no thinking when Jon was talking to these people. And I think for the most part, you know, from a logical standpoint, or even business or formal standpoint, you would think that they would have the decency at least to hear them out instead of laughing them, like literally laughing in their face and mocking them and all this other stuff that Jon was doing. Arthur was playing along a little bit, but he wasn't hostile. He wasn't doing anything just outwardly provoking like to them. So I don't really understand why Jon was just being so aggressive. I guess when you are in that position of power, you have to think that way to a certain extent, but it's clear that he's taking it too far. That's all I'm going to say for this episode. Ooh, I just had to say that because I feel like Jon's really going to annoy me this season. Hopefully not. It's an unfortunate route that we're taking already when it comes to the character development of Jon, because I was hoping he would be changing for the better, you know, to be less aggressive and to be more professional, but he's going the opposite direction than I expected. So hopefully he does get a wake-up call to make him see that there are lines that, you know, that shouldn't be crossed, and he needs to consider, well, he needs to weigh his options and how he says things or presents himself to, I will call them business partners at this point, because there has been some transactions between families. So yeah, it is a interesting road that we're going down with Jon and Arthur, because Arthur is very conflicted with exactly how he, you know, about the man he wants to be. He found a good woman, but literally two of his brothers are just saying the foulest shit to him. And I get in his line of work, there should be a divide between what you're willing to do versus what you're not willing to do, and when you should do it versus when you shouldn't do it. But at the same time, after seeing everything he's done, especially after he killed that boy, I assumed that they would, you know, line up on Arthur, but instead they're just adding more stress. And I didn't think that they would go that route. It's really careless. But I'm going to end it there. For Patreon, we are most likely going to be well ahead. We're probably going to be entering season 4 by now. But of course, feel free to check it out. We're going to be watching more shows soon, and I'm really excited to see exactly what other type of content that we add to the Patreon, because I am getting a lot of good requests from you guys. So I might as well check them out, right? So anyways, have a great day/night. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe.